Welcome back to Room 2610.
No, you can't say welcome back. They haven't been here before.
Oh yeah, welcome to Room 2610. It's your boys, Bean and White Kid, and today we're making a podcast.
I'm not white.
I said Bean and White Kid. I'm pretty sure you were clearly Bean there.
I forgot you said bean.
It's like, bro,
I'm not white.
just convince them that we're fucking white the whole time.
Alright, well, welcome to Room 2610 podcast, episode 1. I'm Lim High. This is Kenyon.
Alright, we're recording this in a car.
Not in a room.
Car 2610.
License plate 2610.
Yo, let's get custom license plates. Let's get a car. Let's get a NASCAR driver to sponsor us.
Oh my god.
No. We've been talking about school.
It's just crazy, dude, because we graduate literally next week.
Yeah, less than a week, technically.
Dude,
Like, I guess next week, but less than 7 days.
yeah.
We will be out of high school, out of school.
Yeah. I mean, I already turned in all my assignments. I have no more work to do. It's over.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I didn't really spend much of it in the school.
This year fucking sucked. Like, all it was just, like, they were easy classes I took. But, my God, was it stressful. Especially
Yeah.
this last week, because they kept giving me things. They were like, you gotta get this paper signed, take it here. To get this paper signed, to take it here. I was like, what?
Yeah. We were talking about this the other day, like, it was just, I had planned out literally every year of my high school so that my senior year could be awesome. Because that's what it always was, like, supposed to be. They're always like, okay, you know, your freshman, you learn about, like, what high school is going to be like.
You suck a big chode.
Yeah, sophomore, it's like, okay, you're getting there, you got to do some harder classes. Junior year is, like, the hardest year. You take, like, the hardest classes, you have the most work.
That year.
You got the ACT and all that.
Like, you gotta be taking 10 classes a day to make it out.
But then, like, after that, like, senior year is supposed to be like, all right, you did it. Take all the easy classes, focus on whatever you're gonna do next, and
Hang
prepare
out with
yourself.
Your friends.
Yeah, say goodbye to everyone, prepare yourself for the next part. None of that. None of that. At least we get, like, kind of a...
I don't know if you guys heard, but little thing happened. It's not that popular, but COVID came around.
Yeah, it's this weird virus.
Called COVID, yeah.
I don't really know where it came from, but I don't know.
All I know is
it was pretty popular at our school.
Most popular kid at our school. Never met him, but his name was like COVID. Pretty sure he was 19. I don't know
Pretty sure he was 19.
Might have been a teacher, to be honest. But yeah, no, COVID, it just came in, blasted right through our senior, like, experience.
And half of junior.
And half of junior, yeah. Like, half those classes were just online.
Dude,
I didn't do anything.
Literally junior year, it was the first half, it was stressful. We were doing all the work. Finally take the ACT that I had been preparing for. I was like, okay. Like, I took the ACT prep class. I studied in my math class, and, like, I paid attention in school.
Yeah.
Take the ACT. I'm like, okay, I hope I got a good score. Now I can relax the rest of the school year. No, COVID, no. You don't get to do that.
I mean, to be fair though, when COVID hit, no one was expecting it, and so then all the teachers were forced to go online.
Yeah.
Meaning
the first quarter of COVID
work.
was good.
Yeah, there was no work. Like, they were just like, I guess you passed. Like,
The fourth quarter though, that one was not good for me.
Fourth quarter was just bad because they thought they were doing it right, but really they were just giving us a bunch of work that made no sense because we missed like a quarter and a half.
Yeah.
And then they just expected us to do it.
Yeah.
But my grades did improve during online. No correlation there.
I feel like mine got worse. That's because I didn't have classes that you could cheat on.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I had math in junior year, but like senior year, I didn't have math. I had genetics, but like when it's like a essay question, you can't really cheat that well. You know?
Like written questions.
It's not like you can copy paste or like find the answer. It's like, I don't know.
That's what I hate in language arts classes, when they do the questions that ask a very specific question in the book, and you'll look it up, and even Google doesn't know what the hell you're saying. Even Google's like, yo, I don't even know what this book is. I'm like, what the fuck? That's always like the most stressful thing. Like, For me, it's not, like, for me, it goes like, studying is pretty stressful in, like, taking a test. But trying to cheat on a test and you can't find the answer on Google and the test is like a 5-minute timer, that is the most stressful thing I can do. Because I'm just sitting there, I'm like browsing through the dark web. I'm over here doing the most, trying to get the answer. It's bad.
And then, like, I don't know, it was just like, I had gotten up early every day so I could, like, go to school, get all the credits I needed so that then at the end, just easy classes, all that. And then it was just like, nah, bro. You gotta take genetics, you gotta take psychology again, you gotta take drawing for the 3rd time, you gotta take health class again.
The only thing you didn't repeat was Chinese.
Yeah. That was the one class, like, that I was excited about.
Miss Lee, if you're hearing this,
What happened?
fuck you for leaving Harriman.
Yeah, dude, she was a good teacher.
Fucking Miss Lee was awesome. But, yeah, there's only a few teachers that when I get older, I'll probably go back and see them. Maybe. If, you know, I'm feeling righteous. But there's also some teachers that I really just want to go egg their house.
Miss Cyphus.
Dude.
I did not like her class at all.
If we talk about her how I want to talk about her, we're going to need to blur her name so they don't know it was us that did it.
Yeah, let's not talk about
Yep.
that teacher. But yeah.
A lot of shit happened.
There were good times. There were a lot of bad times, though. Like, a lot of bad times.
It was a lot of...
It's kind of a reason why we had, like, 8 suicides in 1 year at our school.
Yeah.
And they never talked about any of them.
Yeah, it's always
They
so
never announced
strange.
their name or anything.
Yeah, like, I mean, I get, like, you don't want to just make everyone else sad and, like, thinking those thoughts right then, because they were, like, trying to make this whole thing, oh, yeah, we're connected this year, but clearly we fucking weren't, like...
Yeah, no, I've never felt so disconnected when there's so many people in one area.
Yeah. Like, even when, like, I was going to school, like, just that year after COVID, like, with the mask, like, I'm not an anti-mask person, like, saying fuck masks, but, like, just with wearing the mask and, like, couldn't even see, like, any new teacher, I still don't even know what their face looks like. Like, I felt so disconnected from school this year that I was just like, I don't know, like, if I'm actually even at school, like, graduating, or...
It's just so weird.
A very surreal experience.
It really is. Like, when I went to go get my cap and gown, walking into school, like, for the first time in 7 or 8 months, it was just like,
Yeah.
whoa, I haven't been here in forever.
No, that was me the other day when I had to go in there for more than one class period. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like,
I used to spend 7 hours here every day.
I used to get here at 7:30 just to
No,
sit in
I
the
spent
class.
even more than that, because, like, I'd get there at, like, 6. And, like, after school sometimes I'd have to go, like, take a test or something.
Those days after school, though, when, like, you would just meet up with the homies and, like, this is before anyone had a car, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you wanted to hang out with homies after school, then you would just meet them up after school and then walk out of the school together. You say,
Yeah.
fuck the bus schedule.
Yeah, I remember it was me, you, and Ashton that we had stayed at your house, and, like, we just took the bus to your house, and then, like, the next day just went to the school. And I never took the bus because I could just walk to the school.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, that was like, dang, like, I could literally just take the bus, go to a homie's house,
Yeah.
and, like, that's just how we'll hang out.
And you just stay the night. I remember when, like, sleepovers were a bigger thing. Because now it's like, sleepovers, yeah, they're, like, somewhat planned. But, like, you don't just, like, hit up a homie like, yo, you want to sleep over?
Yeah.
It's always like, you want to do something, and then if we're out late, like, could I stay at your house? Like,
Yeah. It was like we'd sleep over because it was fun.
yeah.
Like, we wanted to do it. And now it's just like we want to go do fun things. It's like, don't want to drive late at night and be drowsy and die.
Fuck driving home at night.
Especially when I live in Farmington.
Yo, don't give away your address.
I mean,
Someone's gonna find you.
No, they're not. Who's listening to this right now? If you're listening to this, leave a comment right now.
Leave a comment, say, them high is the chode. That's how we know the true 2610 listeners, alright?
Yeah.
The 12 of you. How many subscribers do we currently have? Like,
I don't know.
literally 7, maybe? We should should just start a really political channel. Like, just from the base up, just be like, all right, here's my political view. If you don't agree with me, you're a hater. But, like, we don't have any followers on anything.
That'd be hilarious.
And then, like, someone finds our channel and they agree with us and they're like, they're like super, like, agreeing with what we say. They're basically just a Nazi and they're like, start supporting us and we're like, oh, fuck.
Delete the channel.
Time to start again. No, starting in any new thing is always hard. Like, when it comes to social media, especially nowadays.
Yeah, well, it's because there's just so many people that are on the internet now.
Yeah.
And, like, everyone does it for different reasons, I guess. So it just depends on what you're trying to do.
I mean, yeah.
Because some people literally, from day one, they're just like, I'm just trying to do whatever's going to get the most views and get money. That's it.
And some people are trying to make laughs.
Some people have just been trying to make a podcast for 2 years and it just hasn't worked out.
We could write a book on everything that went wrong. Like, from day one.
That'd be funny, dude.
Like, that would be a fucking action novel.
The amount of trips to Best Buy and...
Like, yeah, literally, from the day of...
Literally using Google Maps to look at the map of Best Buy.
trying to find where the mics were. Yeah, no, from the day that we got the first mic to even to today, we have had issues every time we've tried.
Yeah.
If it wasn't the software, it was batteries dying. If it wasn't the microphone being broken, it was the adapter not working. Like, there was never a good moment until we got everything perfect. And right now, I'm feeling proud about this.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't want to jinx it.
It's just, my computer falls right now and everything just it brings the mic down.
It's so fun to watch, like, the waveforms on the screen. How loud of a waveform can you make?
We're gonna blast the ears of anyone listening.
Alright, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Someone might be driving and they get in an accident because they got scared.
It's probably gonna be me. I'm gonna listen back to this and forget, and I'm gonna be mid-bangator going 80 and then just loud noise. I'm gonna swerve.
Then you're gonna be dead, or like not even dead. You're gonna be injured in a like crashed car on the side of the highway, and then you're just gonna hear our voices coming from the car. The radio's still going.
Yo, podcast in the hospital. We request room 2610.
By the way, we're doing this in the car right now. We wanted to do it at the library in like the quiet rooms.
This is just one of the many issues.
Yeah, this is just one of the many issues. And the libraries, I forget that libraries close so early.
Yeah, so we finally get everything today. We get the mic. We get this new mic. We're like, yo, we're ready to do this. We're looking for a place, and for some reason you can't rent out just a quiet place. A quiet place.
Quiet
You
place.
can't rent out a quiet room. So we're looking at the library, and all of them close at 6, and it's like 5:30. It was too hot to stay in the car at the time, so
I gotta wait till later.
it's 1 a.m.
Actually, I think it's like 1:15.
1:15 in the morning. Definitely not 10:04. We're rebels. We stay up past the bedtime.
Focusing on school. It's
Fun
so
fact,
weird.
we're actually recording this at a school parking lot.
Yeah, true.
I mean, this is an elementary, and sadly there's no little children around, but
Dude, elementary school, that was honestly the best school years ever. Like, elementary
What was
school
the
was
shit?
awesome.
I think actually my best school year was 8th grade. Because I went to a school that just opened that year, and the rules there were not set in concrete. So I remember one of my teachers, me and my friends would literally take her phone, leave class, and we'd hide from her in the school, and she'd come looking for us. And it wasn't like a game to her, she was pissed. But it was just so fun and funny. Like, she was chill about it, like, we didn't get in trouble, but, like, she did not like it.
I think 8th grade was pretty dope for me, too. I just had, like, my closer friends at that time, and it was just a good time. I remember this one time, I'm pretty sure this was 8th grade, where there's this water fountain. I don't know if I've told you this before. There's this water fountain that was broken, and on the side of the water fountain, there's, like, the buttons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the button, like, the panel thing, had fallen off. You could still reach and flip the little thing that turns on and on the water. And so I figured out that if you put your finger on it, since it was broken, like the metal was exposed, I put my one finger on it, I put the other finger in the water, and you could create a small electrical current that would shock you.
How to die with your
Like,
boy in the
it didn't
mouth.
hurt, it was just very small electrical current.
Huh.
And you could sense it, and I was like, yo, guys, like, basic science, let's do this. And I told them, like, yo, let's make a chain of people.
Yeah.
And, like, we all were touching hands, and we just had an electrical current going through all of us. But I think we did too many people, because then the water fountain broke. Like, it turned off, the water started coming out, and we kept trying to push the button, and it wouldn't go.
Y'all literally
And we started
short-circuited
freaking
it.
out, because our teacher kind of saw us hanging out by the water fountain, and she was like, what are you guys doing? And everyone else dipped, and I was like, oh no. And one of the kids there, he was like, oh, it's just that it was unplugged. He goes under and unplugs it. She's like, I saw that you unplugged it. He's like, no, it's fine. Somehow we get so lucky that he plugs it back in and it just works. I was like,
Yo.
I thought we were about to get in trouble.
Kids got under there and did some fucking flash moves and just rearranged the entire atom structure of that water fountain and made it work. Yeah, no, elementary days and like basically up till 9th grade, everything before that, you could basically just not get away with anything, but that was just when it was funner to do stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you do something and you just damn near get expelled. The shit we pulled in probably 10th grade was already a lot.
Yeah.
With all the food and the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, we could have easily gotten at least suspended for like
Yeah,
a
for
week or
real.
two for what we did. Borderline vandalism.
Yeah.
But hey,
Looking back on it.
you fessed up. Some of us, not naming names, but I didn't fess up.
I just felt bad because I was like, I was the one that did it, but then the other kids were gonna get in trouble. I was like, yo, so I turned myself in, but they still got in trouble anyway because they were there.
So
It was just
stupid.
kind of dumb. I remember I think it was my second week at Copper, 9th grade. New school, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anyone in the Harriman area. Didn't know anyone at this new school. My first time being in public school for forever. I get called down to the office in the middle of class. I go and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. They tell me to sit down. I'm just waiting with this other kid. And like, he seems fine. I'm like, okay, we're just chilling. We go in and they're like, yo, we know that you two have been throwing food in the lunchroom. And I was like, what? Like, I just got here. I'm not throwing any food. And she was like, I don't know. She was just like accusing me of throwing food. She's like, we caught it on camera.
Did you
And,
actually throw it?
No, I didn't throw anything. I didn't even know. Who am I going to be throwing food at? I didn't have any friends.
Exactly, the enemies.
The enemies. I didn't have enemies either. But I was about to make one because she's accusing me of all this. And the other kid's like, yeah, I did throw food. And he's like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. And she's like, see? Some of us are taking responsibility for our actions. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Dude, I bet it was just some other
I didn't do it. And like, if that had happened to me again, like, I would have been like, show me the proof. But like, I
Yeah.
was new, a new school, like, super, like, I was just like, okay, like, she's not gonna suspend me, so I guess I'll just
pulled
go
up
with
and
it.
like,
And I was like, how did they even get my name? I think back on it, I was like, someone who was throwing food snitched it on the new kid. Snitched on the new kid who didn't do anything.
either that or this person who did just looked like you, and they went to the yearbook and thought it was you.
I guess.
But I
that's
mean,
just-
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
I'm
right
pretty sure I just got reported.
there. Maybe they're just racist. They wanted to get you out.
Maybe. And ever since that day, I started throwing food in the lunchroom.
Every day, I throw one grape on the ground in memory.
I mean, I never really threw food that much.
It
In
was
fact,
more-
hardly ever. The only time I can really remember throwing food was that time that we made that grape launcher and I hit that guy in the face. And he got so mad at
He
me.
was so mad.
He was pissed. And like, I didn't mean to hit him in the face. I was just trying to see like,
I don't know, bro. That was a direct shot at his face, and you were aiming for, like you. It wasn't like a quick like. Pew! It was like, pew! And then right in the face.
well, I don't remember specifically wanting to hit him in the face. I just remember aiming it in his general area. But
That's
yeah,
so
he
funny.
was so pissed. I don't remember what he said or if he just looked at me. But I do remember I had PE with him the next period.
I'm pretty sure he came up to the table, And he was like, "You just throw." Like, he said something. I know that.
I just don't remember what.
And all of us were just like, "Ooh, lemon."
Dude, I was waiting to see what he would do. I was like, "So you gonna try to fight me?" I was like, "I got more grapes."
All of us start throwing out grapes. Dude, I really wish.
We launched some grapes really far in the lunchroom.
Yeah. Oh wait, fuck. What were the 7? Because
Oh,
that
the
was around
stones.
that was around like when Infinity, like Marvel was leading up. So we came up with these own stone idea.
Our own, the school,
Stone.
the high school Infinity Stones. One of them was the grape launcher. Another
Your
one
phone?
was my phone because it could turn on and off any projector in the school.
It basically it was a remote for projectors. You could do whatever you wanted that the projector
Yeah,
could do.
I could control any projector in the whole school. That's a good power.
One of them, don't explain it, but it was the knob.
Just a knob.
Those who know the knob
It
know
just
the knob.
releases. It just releases a great amount of power and energy.
It was probably one of the most powerful ones.
Yeah. Did we ever get more?
Wait, how many is that? 3?
There's 1. Yeah, we have 3 so far, and there's 6 total. What were the other ones?
I don't think we came up with other ones.
I feel like we did. I don't know.
One of them was I wanted to get like a master key for all the doors.
Oh yeah.
That one, I really wanted that one. Like, it wouldn't even be to like do much. I just want to like have it just so I could like unlock any room door basically.
Yeah. Oh, another one we had was the I don't know if we actually called it that, but I had thought about it before. Was that hall pass thing? That was signed.
Miss
That was
Lee.
signed by Miss Lee.
Yeah, and she didn't date it or anything, and it was just like we could go to that room.
Yeah. You could
Yeah.
skip class anytime to go to the room. Then we lost it, or I lost it, I guess. I don't even remember exactly how. I just remembered that we tried to use it, and then she told us that we couldn't be there.
Yeah.
Then we just panicked and left.
Like, fuck, what? So what's that? That was like 5 right there.
That was 4.
Well, no.
Oh, plus the master key.
Yeah.
So what was the other one?
So technically, there's one more. Maybe we just don't know what it is. We never found it.
We never found it, dude.
It was.
No,
there's
we
once-
definitely found it. Let's think.
I'm sure if we think about it, we can think of something that we use that could be considered
Yeah.
a high, powerful thing. Probably just fucking McCory. he was the 6th stone.
I don't know.
Maybe it was just the gift that we went to high school during an era that airdrop existed.
Facts, dude.
Because that seems like it should be illegal. You can just airdrop anything to anyone anonymously.
And the fact that it's like you can put any name you want, and then,
Yeah.
like, you could just blame it on someone else.
Like, teacher has airdrop on, you can just send them like a dick pic just right then and there.
Jeez.
Like, airdrop was dangerous.
Yeah, I remember in Avengers, and it was it Endgame or Infinity War that they gave the spoilers. We had an assembly, and the assembly was the day after Endgame came out.
Or yeah,
And somebody was airdropping the spoilers for Endgame.
like it was in the assembly. They airdropped one picture that was every single spoiler, like every major like big thing in Endgame. And holy shit, like I'm glad we saw it. Like,
Yeah, we saw it that night,
yeah,
or else we would have been spoiled.
yeah. Because I would have read it. I would have been like, fuck it. Like, I'm trying to think of when the last time I went to an assembly was.
Dude, I don't even know. Assemblies were crazy, man, especially when we first started going to Harriman.
Oh,
Because there were so many kids at the school.
Remember, like we had a trend. It was like for a whole year, and people tried it like to start it next year, and it was whenever the lights went out in assembly, everyone would just put up their phone flashlight and start shining it at each other.
And then they just kept getting mad.
Yeah, they'd be like.
I saw
"Please
that
don't
they
do
did
that."
it at like the Pride Assembly or whatever.
Dude, I really hope during graduation this year,
That'd
if
be-
the lights go out, like,
That'd be
well, we're gonna be
awesome to do
outside,
that.
but if they do something inside and the lights go out to watch something, everyone just does it.
That'd be so
Like,
cool.
I'll start it. Like, that would be awesome.
It would be,
I
honestly.
don't give a fuck. My mom's there and she's like, "Put your phone away." I'll be like, "No, this
No.
is the tradition. This is what happens."
Facts. Dude, I just remember that first assembly on the first day of school, or like the first week of school. Everyone was just packed in the gym. There's not even enough seats for everyone. There's people sitting on the stairs and on the floor.
That's
And
because
it's so
we went the
uncomfortable.
year when the school was overcrowded by like 1,000 kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Like they literally used the Infinity Stones, cut the school in half, and threw them away.
yeah, for real. And then they hid the stones. Yeah, that year was bad. Like, you should write a book. I survived Harriman 10th grade.
This is insane. Harriman 2017 or 2018. I don't remember when.
I don't remember the year. But yeah, no, that was insane.
It was, dude. Like, even just trying to get to your next class was terrible.
Yeah,
Because
the
it's just a two-way flow. There's no, and then there's people trying to stand in the middle or on the sides.
Dude, those people,
It was
There's a
terrible.
place in hell for those kids, because middle of the hallway, it'd be like right at the intersection. Everyone's got to cross through there. They'd pack up like 20 kids. They'd be like, all right, this is where we're
so
hanging.
bad.
I'm like, why?
We're hanging out in the middle of the most important hallway where everyone has to walk.
Yeah,
past.
it's like right by the lunchroom too, or the kids that stood like in any doorway, and it's like, bro, I don't want to like squeeze my fucking jock past you. Like, like move.
So dumb.
It made me.
It was just
so mad.
insane because literally, like, after they split it, you could actually walk in the halls and get to your class without like getting pushed or shoved,
Yeah.
like bumping into people or worrying about where to walk. It was literally like a game. You had to figure out, okay, like,
And not-
what is the best path to get to my class?
Yeah, like you needed a map of the school, not because you were lost,
Like-
but because you had to fucking map out which
Yeah,
hallways were
because
least crowded.
the best way to get to, especially in the morning, was to find the nearest staircase and go upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the downstairs was just terrible.
I mean, upstairs you had to be quick with it, because then everyone else.
Yeah,
started
because then
doing that.
everyone else starts getting up there. Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you were quick with it, you could make it. Like even if you had a class downstairs and you were going to a class downstairs, upstairs are like the imposter vents, bro. You got quick through the school using it. Like
Dude,
goddamn.
it was just crazy. I still remember. We were talking about this earlier. The first day at the high school, like I had gone to Mexico. I just gotten back from Mexico the day before, like 2 days before or something like that. I hadn't been to high school before. I hadn't even been to like a real middle school. And so I was like, bro, I get there. There's so many people. I don't even know how to find my class. And it was just so overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Like I don't know, cause like when you first went to high school, it just looked huge, and like the hallways made no sense.
Yeah.
Like they all just looked the same but somehow different, and you never knew where you were, even if you didn't even leave the hallway.
Yeah.
You were like, you just felt like you were somewhere new. And I'm pretty sure one time it was like the first 2 weeks, I'd just get confused at certain points, and I'd be like, I don't know if I'm upstairs or downstairs right now. I'd be in my classroom sitting there, I'm like, I don't know if I'm on the second level or first. For all I know, I could be in the basement.
It was insane, dude. And I remember for the longest time, like through the whole year, because your classes would change, right?
Yeah, like halfway through
And
the year.
I remember there were times when I knew I had a class coming up, and I was like, I don't know how to get there. I'd go to the bathroom and search up the map of the school on my phone so I could figure out how to get to the next class.
It's such a rip, bro. And then after like a couple months, everything just becomes light work at that point.
Yeah.
I remember 7th grade, my schedule had me set up for my first year there, or no shit, my first quarter there, where every one of my classes, I had to walk across the entire school for each period, because
Oh, yeah.
first period was like gym, so I was over here, and then my next class I had to walk all the way to the other side, go to whatever it was. The next class I had to walk all the way back, like CET or whatever it was. So like throughout the whole day, even when lunch came around, I had to go to a class, go to lunch, and then go back to the class over there. Like it was annoying because yeah, all day it was basically just a fucking marathon.
I had the opposite problem in 9th grade, where all my classes were right next to each other. Because I had like registered late, so they just gave me like the basic classes I needed.
Yeah, all
And they're all right next to each other. And it was so like, I didn't even get to enjoy walking in the hall or anything. It was just like, all right, next class, go sit down. That was it.
Yeah, and especially if you didn't know many people.
Yeah, I didn't know anybody. Because that's the thing, like, I'd see people, there'd be so many people in the middle, like, of the common area, like, just hanging out and talking. I'm like, I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
But my class is also right here, so I can't just walk around and make my presence known. Can't
But
just
those
go,
were cool.
like-
I wish Harriman still had that. Because
yeah, like, in
Copper,
like
it
certain
was like,
areas.
yeah, it was like blocks of class, and like they were separated by grade mostly. So like end of class, you could just go out here. Your friend would be right there, and you could just talk right there, and then your classes were like right in that area.
Yeah.
Like I love that about like 9th, like when we actually went to that part.
I feel like it wouldn't work as good, but I wish at least that the classes were organized a little different. At least like the art classes were all together.
I mean, they tried, but yeah,
They
no.
tried, but I feel like upstairs is more confusing in terms of where it's placed. But downstairs is just more crowded and insane.
Yeah. especially the hallways that like cut through the middle part.
Yeah.
Like the classes in there, like if it said my class was in there, I was screwed to find it. I was like, bro, what? I also remember 7th grade, I didn't know the kid at the time, but I noticed he was in every class I was in. We eventually became friends, and his schedule was set up the exact same as mine. We had every class the same, except for 2, but even then, it was the same period, like same class, just different teachers.
Oh.
But like every subject, the exact same order, and only 2 teachers were different.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't even talk to him for like a whole quarter until I realized, yo, wait, you're in every class of mine. Why aren't we friends? So, like, I'm just like, what are the odds that happened? Like, just
That's
have
crazy.
someone that the exact same schedule.
That was the other thing, dude. The other day I was looking at what was supposed to be my schedule for senior year.
Oh no, it's
And
sad.
it was I had like the perfect schedule, man. I had classes, every class with like friends, like people I knew, and they were good classes. And I was legit, I was actually excited about school.
Yeah.
Like for once, after everything that happened, I was actually excited to go.
Back to the topic. Fuck COVID-19.
It's insane. Like I know worse things have happened to people, but it still sucks.
I mean, nothing's really knocked out a whole school year like this, though.
Nothing, dude.
Maybe the Great Depression.
I mean, nothing for us. Probably not even. I don't even think for my parents.
For my parents, probably not.
That's the thing I was thinking about, like bullying. Sounds like I'm saying bowling.
Yo, let's go bowling.
Let's go bowling
on these nerds.
Let's go bowling on these nerds.
Ew,
No,
man.
like bullying, like now compared to before is so dumb. Like
It's so stupid. It's because people
I
are
know.
just a lot worse at bullying, and people are a lot more sensitive. So the mix is just,
yeah.
it's awful. Like you go up to someone and you're just like, dude, I don't like your shirt today, and you're suspended. Like you just
No, but
bully
not
the
even
kid.
suspended. No one cares. It's just weird because it's like, I'm sure for some people they were like specifically targeted or whatever, but it was literally just like make fun of you online or start rumors.
Or like
no
old
one-
schools, like if you were disabled, you actually got bullied. Like nowadays, disabled kids, like they're some of the most popular kids.
Yeah, which I mean that's a good thing.
I don't know. I think they were given too much.
It's whatever. Well, I'm mostly referring to people who think cyberbullying is like a big problem because it's such an easy thing to get away from.
It really is.
The only problem is when it like turns into a real world problem where people make fun of you in person. But if you go home, like that's the difference between now and before. If you went home, you could get away from your bullies, you know.
Yeah.
Unless it's like your parents bullying you, but like you could get away. You could get away from
You
your
get
kid.
home, your dad's, what's up, nerd? Give
Gives
me a
you a
lunch money.
wedgie.
Gives you a wedgie. Your dad just gives you a fucking swirly in the toilet.
But like you could go home and you could get away and you could like relax. But
Yes.
now people are like, oh, you go home and like you're still bullied because they're because they can text you and they can do
Well,
stuff.
I guess-
but like you can just block everyone or just not have social media or anything.
Yeah, or just, like,
There's so
Such
many
easy.
people I don't want to see from my school, and guess what? I've
Just
either
don't even
unadded
follow
them.
'em, yeah.
Yeah, and if I was following them, I unadded them because I was like, why am I following this person? They just annoy me.
yeah, no, it's like, I guess, like, also for our parents, though, I feel like bullying actually was a lot bigger back then. You go to school, and you just get beat for no reason. It's like, all right, that's cool. And then nowadays, it's like, girl, like, dyes her hair red and dresses like fucking Nemo from Finding Nemo. And then somebody makes fun of her outfit, and that's considered bullying. But it's like, you wore that. You should have known. Someone's gonna make fun of you. Like, and like, the bullying back then was literally coming home black and blue. Bullying nowadays is coming home with your feelings bruised.
Like they would literally tell people to kill themselves.
Yeah. They would literally, like,
Literally
follow
make
you home.
make you feel like you're worthless.
yeah, they'd follow you home. They'd actually, like, go to your house and, like,
Straight up illegal. Like
yeah, like, what they
Stalking.
did, like, was legitimate, like, terrorism. But then nowadays it's just, somebody texts you a naughty word, just block them.
facts.
People nowadays just don't
It's a
understand.
problem if they do, like, start doing stuff in person, but
Well, yeah, but
it
that
usually
just
doesn't
That
happen.
doesn't happen anymore.
Like, when's the
rarely.
last time you had someone make... The last time I had someone make fun of me in person was at work. And it had been so long since someone had made fun of me in person. And I guess I'll just tell the story, but I'm gonna take this guy and his family to eat, or to their seat at the Chili's, because I work there, right? And I asked him how many. He's like, oh, me and my wife, my 3 kids. I was like, okay, how many kids menus? 3? He goes, oh, no kids menus. He looks at me, laughs, and he's like, they can definitely eat more than you anyway. And I'm like, god damn. Making fun of how skinny I am. It's the first time someone's made fun of me, like, legitimately in so long.
That's so funny though. Maybe that's why I'm fucked up, is because I'll see like legitimate bullying or something, and in my head I just take it as a joke, whether it's they're directed at me or somebody else. So then I just never actually acknowledge the fact that it's bullying. But yeah, no, it's funny. Like, my parents will always talk with me about it, and they're just like, "Kid, do you stand up to bullies?" I'm like, I don't fucking see people get bullied. If I did, I would love to like fight with someone. My whole high school year, I've been really wanting like someone to start major beef with me so we could fight in the hall. And then that never happened. I was
Never
like, fuck.
happened.
Like, I don't want to be an asshole and start some shit, so I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah, it's because I don't have any shit to start.
I
mind my own business.
I'm not gonna wake up one day and just go up to somebody and be like, yo, you faggot.
Dude, that was something that, like,
Ugh.
when I was in elementary school, and even, like, a little bit in middle school, like, people made fun of my brother because he was disabled. Second we got to high school, it just stopped, and I was like, damn, I was worried about nothing. I thought I was gonna have to, like, defend this man. No, he probably got to defend me.
You're known as Leo's brother.
Yeah. I should have put that as my senior quote. I'm Leo's brother.
Oh, dude, you should have. That would have been so funny. Instant clout. Should have been like, Leo's brother approves of this podcast, and we would have gotten hella views.
I was legitimately known by many people as Leo's brother.
Yeah, like,
Not even me.
that's just funny. Most of the boys would always just like, sometimes jokingly, sometimes it was legit. Yo, you Leo's brother. Or they, like, unlike any other sibling, they wouldn't say like Limhi's brother. They would say Leo.
Yeah.
Like, just as his own person. Like, you aren't even related if it's not Leo's brother.
I feel like there was so much more that could have happened. Well, obviously there was so much more that could have happened. I don't know. I just wonder what it would have been like if there was never any of that COVID stuff, if I never left.
For me, it'd probably be the same.
I feel like senior year would have been a lot better.
I just wonder what it would have been like if I wasn't so antisocial and such an introvert and actually tried to, like,
same.
meet new people and stuff.
I do try. It's just hard.
Yeah, that's why I don't try.
But, like, I'll talk to people and I'll try my best to make conversation. But, I don't know, it just depends. And sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. You just
Yeah.
gotta do your best, I guess. Like, school dances, dude. Like, I went to one high school dance. And it went so bad. And the thing is, I had such bad experiences in my middle school dances that's why I didn't want to go to the high school one.
Yeah.
So then finally I was like, you know what? I should just go. Like, there's this girl, like, let's just ask her. And then we'll
Hawaiian
just
girl?
go. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, and then we'll just go. And then, like, I'm sure it'll go fine. It'll be great. And, like, if it doesn't, like, okay, whatever. Then it went terrible. So bad that I just didn't want to go again. But then, like a few months after it happened, like, after the dance, I was like, no, I think I would want to go to another one. Maybe I'll do it better.
COVID.
Yeah, no, and then just COVID. And then I came back from Mexico, like, 2 weeks before prom. And I couldn't find anyone to go with. It was too late. I wanted to go because I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm not the best in those situations, but I still have some fun, and I want to get better at being in those situations, you know? There's no way to get better unless you go. So I was like, it's prom. It's like the biggest, like, I don't know, I just wanted to go.
High
It was like,
school thing, senior
Yeah.
prom. That is, yeah. My mom's pissed that I didn't go.
I wanted to go, but I didn't have anyone to go with.
I think with dances, any school dance, I feel, it doesn't matter what dance it was. It's just a matter of who you went with. Like, not even just your date, but like the whole group. Like, if you went with a group, it would have to be people that you know you could have a good time with. And then what I learned later on was, don't focus on the dance. It's mainly what you do before and after that actually makes the day worth the night worth it. And like that's what I always try to do. We always like.
At least if you're an introvert, yeah.
Yeah, like I fucking hated the actual dance part because I just didn't want to do anything. But like usually the group I picked, they were around the same. But then again, most dances that I have really bad memories of them now. Like they were fun in the moment, but then just all the people that I had gone to dances with are no longer in my life really. So every time I think about that happy memory, I'm like, well, fuck. So yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the dances part, like I'm not a great dancer, but I do like to dance. But I just get I freak out when I dance in front of people. So I just like, my movements choke up and it's just so bad.
Like,
but like,
clear the stage, starts doing Gundam style. Whips and nene.
Like I'm at least the one thing I was glad about the one dance I did go to was that at least the people I was around, because technically I didn't even really have a group, but like the people that I was hanging out with when I got to the dance, at least that they weren't like rude to me or like they didn't make fun of me, and like even if my dancing was shitty, at least it was fun.
Yeah, like as long as you as the person have fun, it's worth it.
Yeah, but I did not have fun, only a little bit. Like, and then it just got to the point where I was sweaty and so much anxiety and I wanted to vomit and I went to the bathroom and I thought like, oh, it was so bad. And then I went outside. I couldn't find the people I was with anymore. Kind of got abandoned low key, but and I was like, all right, you know what? Forget it. I'm done looking for them. I just went outside and hung out until she was ready to go home. Dude, thinking about school dances, like, I feel like there's just some things about them that really just need to be changed. Like, or just some things that, I don't know, just need to be different for it to be good. Like a good experience. Because, like, you get there, right? That's cool. You got the photo booth, whatever. That stuff's all fun. Which I didn't even get to do.
Oh, yeah.
But it looks like fun.
I still have my photos, but I look at them.
It looks like fun, I guess. I don't know. Like, you get in, and, like, usually the music is not very good.
Oh, yeah, no, music is, like, the shit they think you would like, so they put on Renegade. Or, no, they put Rolling Down in the
What do you mean rolling?
What'd you know, bro? Any fucking Instagram, just really off track, any Instagram post I see that has a song, if you scroll through the comments, I'll always find one that's just rolling down. And if there's not, I'll leave one. It's so funny.
What you know about roll? No, but yeah, they're like, the music, sometimes I'll play good songs. I feel like one thing that they need to do, I mean, it's different like school by school, I'm sure. And at our school, one thing that sucked was that they made everyone stop doing mosh pits.
Oh, dude, like, I missed
mosh pits. Were fun. Like, you didn't have to have skill. It was just fun, and everyone's just hyped.
The last mosh pit was after like a football game, or no, it was after a rally or something.
Yeah,
like stomp.
I remember that was I wasn't there for it.
Yeah, I went in.
But that's when they
had
banned
a big
it.
mosh pit. Yeah, that's when they banned it because people in there. Holy shit! I got hit. It was going crazy.
But it's so much fun.
And I was in there with someone, and then she was a short person, and I'm hopping around. A second later, she gone. I'm like, I'm fucking lost in the middle of this crowd. Social anxiety's killing me right now. Can't breathe, and I try to get out, and I'm like, oh my god, there's no winning. This is where I drowned and die.
Oh man.
But no.
Yeah, they need to allow it. I mean, I understand needing to stop it if it gets too crazy, like just legally as the school. But not having them at all just sucks. And the music, I feel like they need to have more of the generic line dances. There's nothing wrong with them. And if more people know how to do the dance, they can join in for a little bit, you know?
What the hell's a line dance?
Like Macarena or whatever, where everyone does the same dance moves, right?
I don't like those
just
dances.
Simple. No?
No.
Like, not have tons of them, but like seriously, I went to the homecoming. They didn't play any line dances, and like I go to like a Latino dance, and I know like the line dances, and like those are the ones that I can actually get up out of my seat, go dance for a bit, and feel like I'm actually part of it, you know?
It's because that's just not in white people music, bro.
I guess.
you get to the dance there.
Play Sweet Caroline like 10 times. And everyone knows the words except me because I just don't care about whatever. I don't even.
That's such a good song. No, like, then they'll play like the one or two slow dance songs during the whole thing.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, they'll play something out of Ed Sheeran's newest album.
No, they'll just play the same Ed Sheeran song. I forgot what it's called, but it's the. How does it go?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is it called?
Does it go like rolling? I wish every artist put a line of them saying that one line. That would be so perfect.
It's the one. I just remember how it starts. He's like, when your legs don't work like they used to before.
When
What is
your
it
legs
called?
don't work like they used to before.
Yeah.
Will your mouth still remember the taste of these nuts? That's where the meme like blew up in that song.
No, but yeah, like they'll play
no idea
that.
what it's called.
Me neither. But they'll
they'll
play
play
Ed
that one.
Sheeran.
What was the song? There was one song. It didn't matter what audition, like what school talent show. It was someone would always play it on the ukulele.
Riptide?
Riptide. That's
Dude,
the one.
Miss Flores song.
Miss Flores song.
I remember, when I was in Mexico, dude, I got so sad one day because I was at the mall with my cousin.
Uh-huh.
And, like, I already wasn't having, like, a very good day. And then I hear that song playing. I was like,
Dude, that song, like
it
that
just,
song.
It just reminds me of being in that class and just...
like not even
just the class, but just
Yeah.
memories of being, like, a kid when that song was,
like that song unironically is such a like it just makes
same
me
with, like,
so sad.
dude, there's so many songs like that. Like, Counting
Yeah.
Stars, bro.
Oh yeah, that song too.
So many songs like that.
Yeah, no, but like Riptide, that one, I listen to that song sometimes and I'm just like it just puts me in my feels still. I'm like, damn, this is such a good song. But yeah, no, that one's good.
Yeah. They need to have some better music. Like, I don't know. It just feels like
I get they can't play
they're
like
just playing a Spotify playlist. Like,
but
that's someone
that's
else.
not premium. They don't even pick the songs. They just hit shuffle or like
or get like a band or something and play something.
yeah.
I don't know.
I just wish that they could do songs that swore. Like I hate that schools are still so strict that swearing is like the worst thing next to murder. it's so annoying. But yeah, having like a hype song during like a school dance, that would have been cool. Like some sort of like if they played Eminem. Like some Eminem track.
I guess it's just because I compare every like school dance I've been to with every Latino dance I've been to, like for church and stuff, or like weddings and like family stuff. And like even then, I don't get up and dance for like the entire time. But I remember I went to this week-long like camp out thing for like it was just Latino kids, and they were playing like
It's just a concentration camp.
that's what we joked about because we were like, dude, there's so many rules. They're gonna like start kicking us out.
They're gonna start putting a fence around you.
But anyway, like this, it was around the time Old Town Road came out, dude.
Oh yeah.
And they played that song, and we just had like a big mosh pit for some reason to Old Town Road.
Dude, that's
Oh, and they
awesome.
also had Mo Bamba. We had Mo Bamba and Sicko Mode. Like I don't know, it was
Sicko
just so much
Mode.
fun. It was right when those songs were like so popular, and like they're not great songs to like listen to by yourself. But those are
Oh,
good
yeah.
songs like when you're at a dance or a party and
Like when you're
everyone's just
fucking
going
around with
crazy.
your friends.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And then the mosh pit got too crazy that they had to stop them. And so then that night, I went to my friend. You remember Sam, right?
Yeah.
We went to his cabin. Everyone in my cabin went to his cabin. And we had a speaker.
Oh god.
And we just did a big mosh pit inside of there.
His cabin.
In the cabin. It was
That's
so
awesome.
much fun.
Shout out to the homie Sam. You're Sam actually. I gave him a canvas and paints to paint me an image, and this was like a year ago, and he never did it. And I was very upset.
Should hit him up and be like, yo, you ever finish that?
I always think about it. I'm like, yo, I could text him, but then I'm just like, it was so long ago. I don't want to be that guy.
I'll probably see him again sometime soon.
You
I've just
do.
been so busy.
Grab him by his fucking tall ass body, grab him by the neck, and be like, where the fuck is the image? Where's the painting?
But yeah, I just feel like they don't really play any like, I don't know, just no songs that excite me or like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not
No.
white.
Yeah, no, I can't relate to white people in that sense. Because they'll go to the dances, they'll play some song that's like, it's like what every childhood show like joked about future music would be, and that's actually how it sounds now.
Yeah.
Like Mason music. They'll play some of that, like,
Even that's. Oh, I thought you meant like the hard like EDM stuff,
oh no.
the softer stuff. Yeah, I get what you mean.
I mean, I don't
know,
like
bro.
techno.
Like, no hate, no hate to Ariana Grande herself, but whoever's producing her music, bro, every song has the exact same drums. Exactly the same. Like, I understand using certain drum sounds because, like, they sound good, right? But if every single song you make has the exact same beat, maybe just a couple different hits in there,
I mean,
it's like, hire a drummer. She has the money.
like there's a lot of artists that even use like vocals that are like people predict are pre-recorded because they sound the exact same in a lot of their songs. Like obviously it's their voice, they can probably manipulate the sound a lot, but it sounds like identical in a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Good thing Ariana Grande is hot though.
Like, I'm sure she's a great person. I don't really know much about her. But I'm talking to her producer, all right? Look, man, the rest of the, I'm
Square
sure,
up.
like, the rest of the songs, like, the rest of the parts of the songs are great. Like, I'm sure, I don't really know. I haven't listened to a whole lot. But work on your drums, bro. Hire a drummer.
It's the producer.
Hire
He's like
a
crying
drummer.
right now. We get his attention.
Hire a drummer, bro.
Dude,
Ariana
Grande,
has the money.
She's gonna.
Not
her
every
producer's gonna make
Not
her,
every beat has to be.
her producer's gonna make her write a diss track on us.
I'm gonna play that later, or play some of her songs just so you can hear that it's like.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, I don't listen to a lot of her music, but if any, like I probably heard like 2 of her songs, but.
Yeah. Can you imagine being in a school dance and they just play WAP? That'd be so fun.
See, like WAP's a shitty song.
It's
But
such
you
a
play
terrible song.
You play
like-
something fun and funny like that, like the dance is gonna be worth it for years to come.
Yeah, no, because everyone's gonna remember the time that they played Cardi B WAP,
You just.
and it's not a good song at all, production-wise, lyric, but it's so much fun.
It's just, it would be so funny.
Same with what's it called? Oh wow, I just forgot.
Oh my god.
I don't think they would never play this, but it would be so fun if they did. If they played Ram Ranch, 18 naked cowboys in the shower in Ram Ranch.
I wish we went to a school and there was just like, you know how like Disney shows they have the main character who's like super nerdy and he can hack like anything in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I wish we went to a school where we didn't know that kid, but he was just there. And every school dance, he just ended up hacking it and just put on Ram Ranch or something. That would be perfect.
That'd be awesome.
Like, I always thought about that. Like, what if my life was a show? Like, how interesting would it actually be if somebody was watching it, like a sitcom kind of thing?
Mine would be insane, dude.
Yeah, some days, like, I'll be like, this is such a good story, like, when I'm hanging out with people. But then a lot of days, I'm like, I haven't done shit for, like, a week. I've been at my house.
Pure filler episodes right now. We living in the filler episodes.
Yo.
I was gonna say, dude, I
That's
feel
my
like
new bio. We living in the filler episode.
that's such a good. That would have been a good senior quote.
Damn it.
Dude,
School is just a filler episode.
but dude,
This
I feel
life
like
is just
that's the other thing about getting a good DJ is like the
What?
flow of the dance, because you don't need banger after banger, right?
Yeah.
There needs to be like build up and then a hype couple songs or one song, and then you can like slow it down a bit.
But just play, basically play good music, and like play good music if that's what you're going for, and if you're gonna hype it up, and then after that is when you can play like a joke song, you know, like WAP. Like don't just come into it and be legitimately playing WAP trying to think it's a good song. Like make sure that the audience knows that, you know,
it's just context.
because yeah,
The cringiest moment, not for me, but for the DJ at homecoming that year, the junior year, was dude goes, "We have any Latinos in here?" You hear like 2 people in the background going woo, and they played a song that's actually like I listened to it ever since I was a little kid and I liked it.
Yeah.
My parents didn't want me to listen to it.
Oh no.
But this is a good song.
What song is it?
Gasolina.
Gasolina.
It means gasoline.
I figured it sounds like gasoline.
But no, dude.
speak
And then
Spanish?
they played that, and I was like, yo, no way. I never thought I'd hear this at a school dance.
It's probably because the DJ didn't even know what the fuck.
No,
was
yeah, he
saying.
definitely didn't know. Like, no one in that room knew. No one was excited about it except for me. I was
Yeah.
excited about it.
Americans. The only people who can live their whole life only knowing one language.
But pretending like they learned more in Spanish class.
Pretending like, I swear, they go up with an excuse every time. Like, I really want to learn Spanish. I just don't have the time. It's like, yes, you do.
Posting TikToks 24/7. Like, TikTok has also influenced the music, like just how it is.
I feel like one of the biggest mind fucks I've thought about before is how we talk nowadays is influenced solely on like rap, how rap has changed.
No, actually though,
Like the words we use are words that rappers came up with to fit their songs better, and then it just blew up and people started, like the word finna, or the word lit, like that came back. Like a lot of words that we, like abbreviations and like shortened words we use just because they were in songs that people used to fit with the song, and then we just we heard the song and we said, all right, you know, that's just how this rapper talks, and then it just adapted into like our society.
Yeah.
We live in a society.
We live in a weird society.
I don't even think we live in a society anymore. This shit's broke. It's anarchy. It's structured anarchy now.
Dude, it's just insane. I don't know. I feel like, honestly, when people make TikTok trends, really, all you need to get a TikTok or anything to trend online for teenagers these days is just make it appeal to white boys. If it appeals to white boys, they will spread it like wildfire.
I mean, yeah. And then if the white boys get it, the girls follow.
White
and
boy
if the hot
e-boys.
girls follow, then it gets views. And the ugly people hop on because they want to prove that anything can be done by anyone. So instantly you're blowing up in like every social category.
And the only ones that benefit are the popular e-boys and e-girls, TikTokers, and the people that made the music. Even then, sometimes the people that made the music don't even get anything from it.
A lot of the sounds on fucking TikTok are ripped too. Like people that they rip them from don't even know that it blew up until they see a video about it and like, yo, that's me.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody should take audio from this podcast and make it a TikTok.
Make it appeal to white boys.
Let's give them audio. Let's make a skit. Yo, Grandma, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. I'm just eating some mac and cheese.
Sheesh!
This shit's busting respectfully. Ooh.
This shit's a bustin'. I hate those videos of the kids that get. I feel like they're holding a gun to their parents when they make them do that. They're like, say the fucking line. Do it, Mom. Go sheesh.
Go. Like, imagine explaining that. All right, Mom, I need you to do this, and then go sheesh.
I'm pretty sure my mom would just slap me, bro. She'd know what it was, and then she'd just think like, she'd be like, "Is that a satanic thing?" And I'd be like, "What?" Like, oh, it's so bad.
Some trends are good, some are terrible.
Yeah.
Some have honestly just like, I don't know, ruined certain things. One example of things just like getting ruined was the word sus. I used to use it like unironically, like
Oh,
it was just part of my vocabulary. I would say sus because it didn't just mean suspicious. It would mean like,
well, it did mean, it was shortened for
well,
suspicious.
yeah, it was sort of suspicious, but people would use it in like, yo, I'm sussed out.
Yeah, like this
Or,
fucking,
like,
this
this
guy
place
is
is sus.
sus. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is gonna rape me. Like, it wasn't just, this man's an
Imposter. Oh, Among Us.
It's
And
like,
like
no,
Among Us
this-
is a fun game if you have your friends, right? But the memes have just gone.
The porn is too much.
It's
guys.
just
Stop.
insane.
That's one thing. Too much of one thing is always, it's always gonna be a bad thing.
Yeah. That's why you gotta keep adding more until it becomes a good thing again.
I love
when
I
the
love
imposter
when-
is sus.
I love when jokes are funny and then get so bad, but they're used so much that they become funny again. Like King Betch, can I get some ice cream? Just a spoonful.
Pulls out a comically large spoon.
Pulls out this giant spoon that says Super Mega on it.
It's so good.
Like things like that are like, sheesh.
21. These nuts.
Like, yeah, use any meme from
Damn, Daniel. Back
Baby.
at it again with the white van.
like, maybe it tripled.
Dude.
Like, you use memes that are like at least 3 years old nowadays, and kids won't understand them. But those who were there, those who remember the meme, it's just funny. Even if it wasn't funny at the time, it's funny now.
Yeah, it's just good memories. The thing is, like, I'm fine with like memes and like certain like slang and stuff. But if it just becomes someone's vocabulary 24/7,
Like people that
jeez.
say
Like
finna.
unironically.
People that use finna in like every other sentence.
Yeah.
Like, about to finna get this test done, then I'm gonna finna go to the gas station, get some.
I never understood when they say,
Finna
I'm
Pepsi.
bout to finna. Like, it's like, you already said bout to.
I'm about to do this. You don't have to say finna. Like, that's just what rappers use to they can have more syllables in their lines. That's one thing about school also is you do something at school, the whole school is gonna like something embarrassing, the whole school's just gonna know it, they're gonna know you. That's not how it is most of the time. It's like if somebody does something, then maybe like a couple kids know it that you don't know, but they don't even know who you are. They just know somebody did a thing.
Yeah.
Or like when you hear about it, because like I've heard a bunch of stuff. They're like, yo, some kid was caught jacking off in the bathroom. It's not like I know his name and his home address. Like, I just
Let me give you his Instagram.
yo, here's his Instagram. Here's his fucking mom's Instagram. Like, no one's gonna know. Like all I know is some kid jacked off in the school bathroom. And I don't even know if that's true or not, but like I've heard it a couple of times.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. When I was in middle school, that's actually how it was though, because it was a charter school, so it was very small, and everyone knew everyone.
Yeah. I think I've only been to public schools, and then I went to, for my kindergarten and first grade, I went to a private school, like uniform and everything, and that was K through 12. So little kindergarten me walks into this school, and these fucking towering 12th graders were there. It was terrifying. And you had to bring home lunch every day, except for one day a week, they would bring pizza. And your mom would have to sign a paper saying if you got 1 slice of pizza or 2 slices. So I'd always I thought I was big brain, but I always give my mom a pencil and make sure there was no pens around. So she would do it in pencil, and I'd erase the 1 and put a 2. I was like, yo,
That's awesome.
I was like, I'm not starving. What the fuck? I didn't even think I finished the 2-second slice. I usually got to it, ate 2 bites, and I was done. But I mean, just knowing that I outbrained my mother.
When you forge your mom's initials on the reading log for the week.
Too many times, bro. Every disclosure.
I was kind of a dumb kid, dude. Like, I remember we had this multiplication test we had to do every week, and for some reason in my head this didn't seem like it was cheating. I thought that if I wrote down the answers on the piece of paper that she gave me back, the next week on the test, I thought I could use that paper as my notes for the next thing. And so then I used it, and I told one of my friends, like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, let's do it. He's like, oh, okay. And we do the multiplication thing. Teacher sees that he's using it, takes his away, he gets in trouble and fails.
What?
Didn't see that I was doing it, and I was like, wait, is that cheating? I was like, that's not cheating. I was like, I wasn't asking anybody for help. It was the answers that I came up with from my head.
Yeah, for real, it shouldn't be cheating, but
it was definitely cheating.
Yeah, no,
because I would not have remembered that without the paper.
Dude, the weird thing about memory is I literally couldn't tell you anything I learned from any high school class, but I remember first grade we were learning about the human digestive system or some shit, and I learned that
digestive shit.
No, I learned that you could when you ate, it wasn't just gravity pulling the food down, it was muscle, right?
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask my teacher, and we were all on the carpet, and I was gonna ask my teacher, is that why you can swallow when you're hanging upside down? Because the food still goes to your stomach, and not like it goes to your brain. So I was gonna be like, so is that why this happens? But then she didn't call on me, and she sent us all back to our chairs, so I didn't ask the question. And to this day, I'll just be sitting there, and I'm like, damn, I did not, I still think about it. I'm like,
yeah,
why didn't I ask?
No,
I wish I did, and it eats me inside because I didn't ask the question.
I think about stuff like that too, because there's lots of things that I can't remember, but I'll remember just really little things that seem so important that my brain still will remember it. And I remember my teacher telling us, I think we learned about this in psychology later in high school too, but I was in 4th grade, I think, and we were talking about how the brain and the eyes work. And I'm talking about how if you hang upside down for long enough, your brain will realize that you're upside down, and it'll flip the image so it looks like you're right side up. And I remember trying it so many times to see if it would work, and it still wouldn't. And I've tried multiple times since then just to see. I wonder if it would work.
That is fucking weird for me. Like when I always think about that when I like turn my head, and like it's not like the world turns with you. So like I always thought like, do your eyeballs just stay still? So like when you turn, they just like roll in your head. So they like don't roll with your head. They just like they just stay straight, you know, up and down. They don't move when your head goes sideways. And is that why the world like stays the same way?
I don't know.
I don't know how the human body works at all. Nothing about it makes any sense to me. Biology failed me. All we learned about was frog intestines.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, I don't know how I made it from kindergarten to 12th grade alive, to be honest.
Yeah.
Physically and mentally and literally.
And literally.
Literally. We've used that word so many times.
Literally.
Every time I say the word literally, there's something in my brain that keeps a tally mark of it. I just notice every time I say like that word. But yeah.
It's like when you notice that you're breathing.
Yeah, when you notice that your nose is in your vision.
I hate that.
Or when you notice your tongue can't find a comfortable spot in your mouth.
No.
I hope everyone listening is suffering right now. Wait, did you know? Okay, wait. There's a thing that I saw, and I thought it was disgusting. No one at home is going to be able to see this, or wherever the fuck you are. But you can puff. Have you seen people puff up their tongue?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
No.
I can.
Oh. How?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's clearly not puffing up with air. It's just making the muscle like go up and down somehow.
I don't know.
I don't know how it
What's it called when you can squirt the liquid, the saliva? Flacking?
Gleeking?
Oh.
That's what I called it. That's what
Gleeking? I thought it was called like flacking. I don't know.
I hear gleeking every time.
Oh, gleeking. Yeah, gleeking. Sorry.
Motherfucker.
What the fuck is flacking?
I don't know. Fracking?
Oh, I was combining gleeking and fracking.
What the fuck is
Two
fracking?
completely different things.
It has to do with like shaking the earth.
I remember when I was in middle school, I had this, it was like this vein in my tongue.
No.
I don't know if it got infected or something, but for the longest time, it was like I had this big blue bubble in my tongue.
Ew.
It was so weird. I had it for years. Then one day it just disappeared. I looked in the mirror and it was gone.
You just looked, you had like cancer on your tongue and then it just dissolved.
It was like, I'm about to head out.
I can gleek. Just on command whenever.
I don't know if I know how.
It's like one of the most useless skills because like you don't go up to a girl to impress her and you're just like, yo, I can gleek, and then you gleek on her face. Like basically just spitting on somebody.
Unless she's into it, I don't know.
Maybe during sex, I guess.
Start gleeking.
Start gleeking on her. You're licking her pussy and then you're just like, just gleek. What the fuck? And there's some things that it's just like, yeah, people can do it, but why?
But why?
Or yeah, you know that information, but who does it serve? Like, it doesn't benefit anyone.
I think I've had a pretty good time today.
Yeah, this is...
I don't know how long this podcast has been going, but I think we're going to have to end it here. If you like what you heard, subscribe to the channel, please.
Pretty sure this is just going on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
We're too broke to put
Eventually
on Spotify.
we'll put it on Spotify and stuff.
Spotify.
But first we need to just make sure it's working on YouTube. Yeah, subscribe if you want to hear more. We're going to try to get it out every week. And soon we'll have a set schedule figured out.
As of now, we'll see how long this takes to edit, but we'll see. You might be hearing this like a month later. Hopefully not.
Thanks for joining us for the first episode.
Tell your friends. Rewatch this video so we keep getting more views.
Yeah, share it with people. Just help us out. We're trying to spread the love. Let us know if there's something you want us to talk about.
For real, put it in the comments. Just tell us.
Just let us know that you
These topics.
exist, because like YouTube like stats, it like just doesn't tell you much. It's just like, okay, this many people have seen it, and like,
But it doesn't tell you how many people like watched. Like,
Yeah.
there's a way to tell what parts of your video are watched.
Yeah.
And like what parts are most watched and least watched.
Yeah,
but
I want to see what kind of funny things that people watching this video have to say.
I want to see that if we ever did get big enough to live stream, we got people that could actually pal
Watch us.
around with, you know?
Yeah.
Not just a couple of grandmas sitting in their lawn chairs listening to us talk about shit.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Thank you for joining us in Room 2610. Nice.
Not in sync.
No.